This video is going to show how to use AI to quickly place components for PCB layout in OrCAD X. Manually placing components in a large high-speed design can be tedious. AI can be used to quickly place components for PCB layout, optimizing placement and saving time with XAI in OrCAD X. Start by opening the provided design in OrCAD X. To activate the XAI panel, select Tools, XAI from the menu. This panel can be docked to OrCAD X or undocked and moved anywhere in the canvas. Select Login and enter your Cadence username and password. The XAI main window opens. Here you can select the workspace to use or create a new one. Select Create New Workspace at the top of the panel. Enter a name for the workspace and click the checkmark button to create it. A blank XAI workspace is shown in the panel. Select Upload Board to upload the currently loaded board to the XAI server. Component classes and power and ground layers must be configured before components can be placed. Let's start by defining component classes. Select Setup Component Classes to set unassigned component classes. The Component Class panel opens with a warning message that shows that two reference designators, IC and X, are not mapped. Enter bar IC.* into the IC class field. The bar acts as a logical separator and the asterisk acts as a wildcard. Enter X.* into the connectors field to classify X1 as a connector. The component class definitions have been updated. Click Save to save the changes and return to the main window. Next, we need to define class-to-class spacing to ensure that none of the components on this board intersect. Select Class-to-Class Spacing in the XAI window. The Class-to-Class Spacing subpanel opens in the XAI panel. This subpanel consists of a table for classes and clearances. Enter 0.254 for the default clearance. Select Autofill Classes to automatically fill the table with all available spacing pairs. Click Apply Default Clearance to apply the defined default clearance value to each spacing pair. Component spacing has been defined. Click Save to save the settings and return to the main window. Now let's define power and ground placement rules. Select Power and Ground Setup to open the Power and Ground Setup table. A prompt is shown saying that power and ground settings were pre-populated from the design. Click OK to close the prompt. For this design, power and ground net voltages have already been assigned and are listed in the voltage row. Check the option for power plane 1 under 3.3 volts to assign the 3.3 volt net to the power plane layer. Check the option for bottom under ground to assign the ground net to the bottom layer. Click Save to save the settings and return to the main window. With component classes, spacing rules, and power and ground layers defined, components are ready to be placed. Ensure placement is selected under Options in the XAI panel. Select Run XAI to start placement. The Results tab opens, showing a log of the placement process. When placement finishes, a green checkmark and a download icon are shown in the Run row in the Results table. Click the download icon to download and view the board. If prompted to save changes to the original, click No. View the generated board. All components were placed as shown in the PCB canvas. Review the results and, if needed, adjust component placement. Use AI to quickly place components for PCB layout and accelerate your PCB design process with XAI in OrCAD X. For more tutorials, visit us at resources.ema-eda.com and don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.